150 years green card backlog for Indians. There are too many Indians flooding America and not enough green cards. Go to Canada, but better for you to start in Mexico then come to America after 5 years. The employment-based green card backlog reached a new record of 1.8 million this year. Primarily the result of low green card caps for employer-sponsored immigrants and investors. 50% of Indians who get H-1B return to India in 6 years, so out of 15% of Indians who get H-1B, 5% to 7.5% apply for green card, so you have practically 95% chance of failure. 150 years green card backlog for Indians. Taking into account 2 years for a master's degree, 3 years of optional practical training (OPT), and working for at least 1 to 6 years before getting sponsored for an employment-based green card, the total wait time for Indians can vary widely depending on individual circumstances. Here's how the timeline might look for an Indian applicant. 1. Completing a master's degree, 2 years. 2. Optional practical training (OPT), 3 years. 3. Working before getting sponsored, 1 to 6 years, assuming the applicant secures a job relatively quickly. 4. Wait time for green card EB2 or EB3 categories, 134 years, as per the article's estimation. So, the total wait time could range from approximately 140 to 145 years in the worst-case scenario. Please note that these are rough estimates, and individual cases can vary based on factors like visa availability and policy changes. The lengthy wait times highlighted in the article emphasize the significant challenges faced by Indian applicants in these categories. 85% of Indians who apply for H-1B do not get H-1B, only 15%, 1 out of 6 Indians get H-1B. 50% of Indians who get H-1B return to India in 6 years, so out of 15% of Indians who get H-1B, 5% to 7.5% apply for green card, so you have practically 95% chance of failure. According to a 2020 study by the National Foundation for American Policy, an estimated 50% of Indian H-1B visa holders return to India after 6 years. However, this percentage is likely to vary depending on a number of factors, such as the individual's personal circumstances, the job market in India, and the U.S. immigration policy. Here are some of the factors that could affect the percentage of Indians who return to India after getting an H-1B visa. The individual's age. Younger Indians are more likely to return to India than older Indians, as they may have stronger ties to their home country and may be more willing to start over. The individual's family situation. Indians with families are more likely to stay in the U.S. than Indians without families, as they may be more settled in the U.S. and may have difficulty finding jobs in India. The individual's education level. Indians with higher education levels are more likely to stay in the U.S. than Indians with lower education levels, as they may have better job prospects in the U.S. The individual's job satisfaction. Indians who are satisfied with their jobs in the U.S. are more likely to stay in the U.S. than Indians who are not satisfied with their jobs. The individual's experience with the U.S. immigration system. Indians who have had positive experiences with the U.S. immigration system are more likely to stay in the U.S. than Indians who have had negative experiences. Indians are 63% of employment-based green cards backlog in America are Indians, and America is never going to give 90% of green cards to Indians. America is not racist country like India. America believes in equality and diversity. 1.8 million in employment-based green card backlog. Summary. The discusses the employment-based green card backlog, which has reached a record high of 1.8 million cases in the current year. This backlog primarily affects immigrants waiting to receive green cards due to low green card caps for employer-sponsored immigrants and investors. Indians make up a significant portion of the backlog, with 1.1 million cases, and the broken system imposes a lifetime wait on new applicants from India, with more than 400,000 expected to pass away before receiving a green card. Key data and figures. In March 2023, 80,324 employment-based petitions were pending, representing approximately 171,635 people with spouses and minor children of the workers included. Another 1.3 million cases were waitlisted, and 289,000 were pending adjustment of status applications. Over half of the backlog falls into the EB2 category, employees of U.S. businesses with advanced degrees, followed by 19% in the EB3 category, employees with at least bachelor's degrees, and 13% in the EB4 category, special immigrants, including Afghan interpreters and abandoned children. Approximately 63% of the backlog is from India, with nearly 14% from China and 10% from Northern Triangle countries, El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala. Wait times. New applicants from India in the EB2 and EB3 categories face an effective wait time of 134 years, with an estimated 424,000 applicants expected to die waiting. Chinese applicants in these categories face a 17-year wait. Salvadorans, Hondurans, and Guatemalans in the EB4 category also face long wait times. The notes that the Biden administration's changes in implementing country limits may impact the wait times for certain countries. Additional information. The employment-based backlog adds to the existing 8.3 million case backlog for the family-sponsored immigration system. The emphasizes that legal immigration to the United States is extremely challenging, and even those who enter the backlog face daunting prospects of never receiving green cards in their lifetimes.